will be removed from the map. We also have code enforcement inspections or violations. As we zoom in a little bit more to those areas, it will give us a pretty much a short description as to what those items are. For example, unlicensed business or dead tree, as we see at the top, unlicensed business, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We can also hover over each one using what's called a map tip, and it will give us additional information presented on the screen as to what each item is. Case year, case number, location, case type, who the inspector was, et cetera, et cetera. If we want to find out additional information, or if we want to find out code enforcement cases that have occurred within 1,000 feet of a certain area, we can go ahead and click anywhere on the map. It will draw, in this case, a 1,000-foot buffer, and it'll bring back every single code enforcement case that occurred within 1,000 feet of the location that we clicked on. This item, we can also run a report on this, on just those items, if need be. Instead of producing a report of every single code enforcement case that exists in the system, it's just going to bring back those code enforcement cases that is currently highlighted within that boundary that we selected. We can also perform searches on code enforcement cases. If we do a search, for example, on code enforcement cases, we can search by address, we can search by status, we can search by the case number or case type, all four of them or just one, and it will filter those results based on whatever our search criteria is. Go ahead and hit cancel on that. If we don't want to see anything, any code enforcements anymore, we can just go down and select, for example, occupational licenses. Clear code enforcement, turn on occupational licenses. We can zoom into a particular area within code enforcement, occupational licenses, excuse me. And the business and the business name will appear next to those occupational license areas. We can select either by polygon, by circle, rectangle, a predetermined amount of occupational license or businesses, I should say. Those items will appear at the bottom, and we can also run a report against those items. By turning each layer on or off, we are able to present to the end user several different pieces of information. We can turn on, for example, meters. These are the meters that Rick was talking about earlier that I believe Ulysses was trying to locate or determine or write a report for about 400 different meters. It took him about 16 hours. With this, it took him only an hour. We can go ahead and highlight, for example, a group of meters. Say from a neighborhood, and present that information at the bottom. That's every single meter that is within that green highlighted area. We can export these results, if need be, into a comma-separated file or straight into an Excel spreadsheet if need be. We can also filter these items. If we go back into the search results, we can filter these items, say, by meter type. I want to find all the meters that belong to Neptune or manufactured by Neptune. Apply filter. We have a new search result, and each meter type that we previously selected now only contains the meters for Neptune. We can add additional searches to this at any time. For example, show me every meter that's older than January 1st, 2005. And it'll bring back every single meter that's older than January 1st, 2005. That will assist the Ulysses to believe in the meter replacement, and instead of taking 16 hours, we should take less than 1. With the system, we can also locate any address within the city of Titusville. If we were to type in our own address here, it'll take us directly to that location, or actually the fire department in this case. Doesn't matter how accurate you are with the address, you can type in 550 South Washington Street. The system is smart enough to know that is incorrect and suggest avenue. You can also search for streets. Every single street in the city of Titusville is located here. We can type the street itself, and show it on a map. And that is the street we located. It'll be the Badger Avenue, I believe. We can also locate intersections within the city of Titusville. The first box, Street 1, will show us every single street within the city of Titusville. If we select one, a random one, that's fine. The second box, if we select Street 2, it will only show us the streets that intersect the first street we select. It will not give us the entire list anymore. It will just narrow it down to the streets that actually intersect. Once we pick an intersection, the map will pan and zoom to that location and present us with a nice little red flag indicating that intersection. Other than that, we can also print this map with either the aerial photography turned on or off. It doesn't matter. We can go ahead and print this in a landscape format. We can give it a title, City of Titusville, for example. The map will go ahead and figure out what the dimensions are, bring it on the map, bring everything that it needs, also all the streets and whatever information is shown on the map, as well as a smaller representation of the map at the bottom right-hand corner, indicating where you are in the great city of Titusville. If we exit out of here, there's many more items that we can choose. We can turn on, say for example, a little bit of storm water. Just turn it on for a little bit, turn it off if you want to see it. Turn on, there's storm water. We can turn on fire hydrants if need be.